Would you like to be able to profit from the coming economic downturn? I think that we are on the verge of a worldwide economic collapse. And there is a silver lining, so to speak, pun intended, because gold and silver are likely to go up a lot in value during this process. I've been waiting for this for about 12 years now since I read Michael Maloney's book in 2008. If you're new to the idea of gold and silver, I'd recommend checking out his documentary right here, Why Gold and Silver. It was made 9 years ago, and everything is still just as relevant. The only difference is now we are really close to the time when these precious metals will revalue themselves. There's never been a better case for gold and silver. There's never been a better time in history to buy gold and silver, in my opinion. Of course, none of this is financial advice because that would be illegal, but this is what I'm personally doing, and I've been studying this and thinking about it virtually every day for at least the past 12 years now. And recently, for reasons I'll get to in just a minute, I started getting into the mining stocks as opposed to gold and silver bullion. I think it is really a good time to get in right now, and I wanted to share this opportunity with you guys because it seems all doom and gloom out there, but if you can profit from this, you can actually have the wealth transferred to you instead of away from you during this next reset, as some are calling it. This is a big thing that's happening, and there just so happens to be a way to profit. So let's dig in, okay? So after you've checked out that and you're familiar with it, then go to goldsilver.com/miners, like gold miners, and that'll take you to this page where you can sign up to get a free report all about gold and silver mining stocks. This is a great intro into the topic, and it tells you why right now is perhaps the best time in history to get into mining stocks. It's a really short read, so that's good, and so it's straight to the point, so you get a lot of bang for your time spent. This is a quick look at the report. Like I said, read it. I just wanted to show you one thing from this free report. This is a chart showing, it's comparing the price of gold to Barron's Gold Mining Index. So this is an index, a famous index of basically gold stocks. So this is the index to gold ratio. This line, the dotted red line, is the median, the average. So sometimes you can buy more gold with the index than others. So right now, right here would be when the index is high compared to the price of gold. And then you come over down to 2016 and beyond, and it's at all-time lows. So basically right now, the mining stocks are at an all-time low when compared to the price of gold. So that's one way to value them. It's one way to see how undervalued they are. And it says gold stocks would have to rise roughly 4 times more than the price of gold just to get back to the historical median. They'd have to rise 16 times faster than gold to match the all-time high. So as you see, it's only down below the median, not very much throughout history. And we just happen to be in one of those times right now. And I think it's going to, just like it did here, it may go up really high, which would be 16 times. So if gold were to triple, if the ratio would go to the median, you'd have to times that by 4, so that'd be 12 times your money. But if it goes back up to an all-time high, which is 16 times the price of gold, and gold triples, that's 16 times 3, which is 48. That is an opportunity to make a lot of money. And who knows how high gold can go, but let's be honest, we don't need it to go up 10 times to get a great return. That's still an awesome return, even 5 times your money. But this gives you a good idea of the opportunity that we have here. Now, this report was made by Jeff Clark, who is a senior analyst at goldsilver.com. I'm a big fan of these guys. That's who got me into all this years ago. So I trust them. I like them. Now, I will tell you, this report doesn't give any specific stock picks or anything like that. It's just for information. But Jeff Clark has, on multiple radio shows, said that he has promised he will give his stock picks on his Twitter feed. So, most people, what they do is they have a newsletter where maybe they'll charge $500, maybe they'll charge thousands, so that way you can see what they're buying, what they're selling. He doesn't have a newsletter right now, so you get access to his picks for free if you follow him on Twitter. Needless to say, he's the only person I'm following. I mean, I follow people, I just don't actually go and check out what they're saying every day like I do him for this reason. This is very valuable, and his picks that he picked for me, which I'll go over in just a second, they are up more than the other picks that I got elsewhere. And his number one pick is the number one stock that's up from where I bought it. So I've already made a lot of money with him. Clearly he knows what he's doing, and you can get access to his picks in real time by following him. His name is Jeff Clark, but his handle on Twitter is @TheGoldAdvisor. Make sure it's not Gold Advisor. That's someone else. It's The Gold Advisor, which is Jeff Clark. So I just kind of wanted to point this out. It's interesting. Gold and silver analyst, financial planner shriek at my portfolio. Some humor in there. The reason why is because his portfolio is untraditional. Most financial planners don't really have gold in their portfolio, but I think that's going to change. But especially not so heavily, like I'm assuming that's what Jeff means. Tweets are not advice. So anyways, follow him. Now I'll show you this old video that he also did a few months ago that gave me my picks that I chose when I got into market silver and gold mining stocks. This is a video that Jeff did at the Silver and Gold Summit. He gives his top 5 candidates for his stock picks for 2020. This was made 8 months ago, but the information is still good. Like I said, I'm still making money with them. I will link to this in the description below, as well as links to the other places that I'll be mentioning throughout the video. I think already this should have been a great amount of information for you, and if so, do me a big favor and click thumbs up, give me a like, and please subscribe to my channel. I know I hate basically begging after every video, but it's really important, and it keeps me going. It gives me more incentive to keep doing these videos. And by the way, I've been buying my stocks on Etrade.com. You're welcome to get your stocks from wherever you'd like, but if you use my link in the description below, it'll help me out, which is greatly appreciated. And on top of that, if you spend enough money, put it into your account, then you may also get an extra bonus as well. David Morgan's another person is well known in the precious metal space. This is a book that he wrote called The Silver Manifesto. In this book, he has a section teaching how to analyze a mining stock. This book isn't really meant for the casual reader. It's quite technical, and the section where you're analyzing a mining stock is no exception. But if you are serious about it, it's a really good resource. It's a great investment. As it says right here, it says how to pick a mining company. This information is priceless. So there you go. Only $7 on the Kindle version. That's another good resource. But he also wrote another book called A Second Chance, and in this one they give their top 6 or 7 mining stocks that they pick. So they give you their picks. They give you a short description of each company and why they are interested in them. So that's good if you want those picks, but also if you want to learn more about it, this is more from a casual reader's perspective, someone that's new, I would say. But I actually signed up for David's premium membership on the Morgan Report, and while David does have a premium membership for $500 per year to see his research and his actual picks and stuff, he also does have a free newsletter as well. So, you can come here to themorganreport.com, sign up for his newsletter. And another option is to go to Independent Speculator, which is actually this guy, Jeff Clark. You'll see in several places he'll mention how this guy, which is Due Diligence Guy, is that his name on Twitter. Jeff Clark will mention him as being his mentor. So I think that's saying a lot about him. And so I would recommend checking out his website. He also has the same thing, a free newsletter and a paid newsletter for the same exact price as David Morgan, which is $500 per year. Again, I'll leave a link down there in the description below. And if you do actually end up going with his paid subscription, I would love to hear your experience and your feedback. And you going through my link will help support the channel. So I think that would be awesome win-win for everyone. He also has a YouTube channel, The Independent Speculator. And so he interviews different CEOs of mining companies and stuff like that. So I think that's a good resource, as well as this is just a random one I found online. Take each guest with a grain of salt, but he has a wide variety of guests, and they have different opinions. Some of them even offer free newsletters as well. So, it's kind of a good way to just listen and get to know who's who in the space. So if you're a YouTuber like me, or you love listening to or watching videos, these are just audio interviews, but it's another resource for you, and it doesn't cost you anything. Of course, there's more, like you can get into the conferences and stuff like that. But for starting out right now, these are probably the most bang for your buck and a good way to get you started. I hope you guys like that. Again, like and subscribe, share this. I really think this is a huge opportunity, and this is what I'm doing right now personally. So I'm only telling you what I'm doing. I'm not talking about something that I'm not personally doing myself. I really believe this is going to be probably the largest bull run in history, which can make it huge. The silver story in particular is huge, and I think a lot of people are going to come out the other end of this thing much worse off. But some of us, if we play our cards right, will come out of this much, much wealthier than we were before. So thanks so much for watching until the end. That's awesome of you. That means you're motivated, and I hope that you are there celebrating with me in a few years after this bull run has taken off. I'll see you guys there. Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comments, and sign up for my newsletter while you're at it. It's free. Just go to theawarenessrevolution.com/newsletter. See you later.